Good morning, everybody. Good, very early morning for those of you who joined us from over the pond, and good evening to everybody over in Oz. And how you all doing on this wonderful Saturday morning? And here we are, the 6th virtual Crafty. 16 makers from all over the place. We've got some new people on today. We've got some different crafts on today. We've got loads of stuff happening. And today's event is sponsored by Jill's Pies. And for those of you who don't know who Jill is JP's mum, and she makes the best steak pies in the world. And talking about JP, I'll just bring him in. So there we go. We have got JP Woodwork at 1800 BST. That's what time he's on, by the way. And we've got Dale. Don't tell me your name, Pike.
Morning, everyone.
And let's get this show on the road. I have got a link in the description to the Virtual Craft YouTube page, which there is a running list there, so you don't miss anybody that's coming up. Following me is going to be Wayne of the Big Feats, doing some miniature turning, which is very unusual for him because he's got size 22 feet. But I'm going to change the camera, which I'll have that one, and get on and do some turning. And today I've got a piece of sycamore on the lathe. It's about 11.5 inches in diameter. It's about 2 inches deep. And I am going to be doing my usual, well, haven't done it for a while, but my usual, I'm going to be doing some Joe Sonia iridescent paints on this. So I'm going to get fired up, turn the speed up a bit, grab a gouge, and I'll leave it up to the guys to let me know what's happening in the chat.
Okay. We have out in the chat on this wonderful sunny Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, depending where you are, with Amy DeAngelis, Barry Chitty, Brian Hartwood Dunning, Chris Dodd, CG Hobbies, Clive Rogerston, Guy C, I Love Wood Turning Adam, Joe Senior, Lawrence Degreeder, Bob Pritchard, Mark the Gentleman Wood Turner, Peter Corrick and Robert Dolman, Sid's Repurposing, Terry Bartlett, the Wood Jedi himself, Wavy Woodshed, and Wood Wizardry by Colin. Morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. So just to give everybody a quick running list of who is appearing on today's show and what you can kind of expect to see. We have starting off the show today. We've got Wayne the Woodturner, who you are watching now. Up next, we've got Wayne Big Feeties, and then we have Clive over at Sneaks Wall Art on after that. And then after that, we have Scott the Blue Light Turner. And then we have Al's Hack Shack doing Al's Hack Shack things. And then we have Heidi Jacobs over at Whitehall Pottery. And then we have James over at Morton Mate. And then we have myself at 6 PM UK time. And then we have Rich, the Beer Time 16. And then we have Tim at the Urban Forge doing some forging. And then we have Nick the Flaming Turner, who I believe is doing some airbrushing. And then we have Andy Hill from AH Bespoke doing some carving. Then we have Charlie Kachurik, who's an expert in veneering. So that's if you're interested in that sort of stuff, that's one not to be missed. Then we have Jake Thompson doing resin casting and resin casting accessories. And then finishing up the show. Oh, also, it's also Jake Thompson's birthday today as well. So that's one to remember if you're appearing in Jake's show. And he's if he gets a certain amount of numbers, I happen to know he's giving away a little sum. So if he reaches a certain amount of viewers, there might be a little bit of a giveaway going on over there. So
that'll be a cup of sweet tea. That will
potentially, yeah. And then finishing up the show will be Cole Jacobson at 1 PM. 1 AM, sorry, UK time. So that's the running list for today. So lots of different making and creating going on today. So a lot of new people and a lot of returning people.
Chris Dodd says, you know what they say about men with big feet? He says big shoes. Chris, I think Wayne Gilbert, I think what he actually does is he supplies all of the hulls for the new Royal Navy warships from his old shoes. Mark Pritchard says that he's got size 11 feet, and it's not true. Yes.
Terry Bartlett says happy birthday, Peter. So happy birthday, Peter.
Happy birthday, Peter.
The Wood Dude says good morning, Wayne, and to all you wonderful wood turners out there.
Good morning. I'm just taking this off because I forgot to set up my calibers.
You have 50 wonderful early morning kids and cadettes here watching you this morning, Wayne, at 10 a.m.
Thanks for coming along, everybody. Much appreciated.
Copper Out Wood Turning says good morning, Wayne. Just watching while I sleep.
Peter Corring tells us all he's retiring today as well.
Oh, nice
congratulations. Oh, it's Pete from Twisted Tree's birthday today too. Happy birthday, Pete.
What age is that now, Pete? 83?
I've not seen Pete. Is he out there?
I haven't seen Pete either. We'll just try and get a rise from him.
Di's out there. Miss T's out there.
Morning,
hi T. How are you feeling?
Name I haven't seen pop up in a while. Nick Castle's out there. Good morning, Wayne and all.
Copper Wood Turner's popped in.
He says, Mark, sing happy birthday. You've got to sing it like Marilyn Monroe, though, Mark.
Oh, Valerie, Crafty Attic is in.
Hello, Auntie Valerie.
And the blue
morning, Valerie.
Is in.
The blue light tumbler's in.
Highway to the tumble zone.
So this lovely Saturday morning when you have 51 watching.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
52. 52.
52. My bad.
56, in fact.
Oh, it's going up.
People went, Wayne Camp.
Scott said, LOL, Dowell, that's a shirt. Yeah, you could do it instead of because I was inverted, he goes because I was falling. Rich, the Beard Time 16 is in.
Hey, Rich.
Who is on a bit later on at 7 o'clock BST or London time.
London time. TJ Turning, Terry is in. Good morning, worms and all.
Morning, Terry.
I'll get that, Jamie.
I feel like I've missed someone from the list somewhere. When I've just read it out, let me go and quickly double check. While I was reading it out.
There you go, Brian. It's the same as it always is for all the crafties. It's http www.virtuallycrafty.com will take you to today's playlist, where it has the complete running order of who's on and who's doing what.
There's a link in the description.
Yeah. Sorry, I did miss somebody out. I missed out Steve from SK Crafts.
Morning, Steve.
He is on at after James at Morton Mate.
2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Sorry, Steve. I completely missed you out there.
Bad, Jamie. Dirty Jamie. In your bed. I bet Steve's on at 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock he's on it. This is actually just before you.
Yeah. He is as well. I was in a rush writing it all down, so that's my defence, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, you do that, Jamie. Nobody will believe you, but do it anyway.
Exactly. I mean, you could use a spreadsheet with everybody on it. I could
have done that, but that would just be too simple.
Just turn the speed down a bit on this, down to about 500. Do a bit of texturing on the bottom. Grand.
GGA Hobbies is asking, question, what colour today, Wayne?
We are going for violet, turquoise and gold today.
Ooh. Any particular kind of technique, or are you just going to slather it on?
Well, Jane, I think I mentioned this a few weeks ago. Jane bought me some very, very expensive paint thingies from the range. So that's what I'm using today.
These were high quality.
Oh, very high quality, yeah. You can only buy them in the kids section.
Woodworm Paul's in. He says, "Hello, earworms. I'm in."
Hiya, Paul.
He's not in my earworm. He's not an earworm in my ear. Zeeb, zeeb, zab, zab.
CJ probably says Joker's colours.
Buzz,
Joker's.
Buzz in the earworm.
Your Joker's colours.
Folks, Wayne, you have 60 people watching and 24 thumbs up. Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, remember, please hit that thumbs up. Not only will you tell the YouTube algorithm that you like Wayne's content, because Wayne is linked in all the relevant keywords and tags for the Virtual Craft Festival, you will help pop up those following demos into people's homepages and recommendations as we go forward. So please hit that thumbs up and continue to do that throughout the day. It's good for all the makers who are here, who have given up their time to entertain you today, but also from the point of view as it will help your own channel. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to Wayne, go on, hit that subscribe button, give that notification bell a bit of a rattle, and make sure you get to see his content coming up. Top of the screen, we have a link to Buy Me a Coffee, which is basically a tip jar for anyone who wants to tip Wayne. It's much better than using the YouTube super chat because it makes sure that most of the proceeds from buying the man a coffee, which will really turn out to be a wine, but let's just pretend it's a coffee, but it's really a wine. At the top of
Using the super chat, YouTube take around about, I think it's 40%, 30-40%.
Yeah, they take a lot.
Using the Buy Me a Coffee, there is a small fee that's paid, but the people get the majority of it.
Yeah, the recipient gets more of the donation, if you like.
If you want to find out everything, if you want to make sure that you're signed up to the rest of the day, the best link to follow is www.virtuallycrafty.com. That'll take you right to today's running order, which is basically a sequential 16 show list that will roll from one to the other, so you never miss a show. The show that should be top of the playlist at any given moment should be the show that's on, with all the ones that have already run out being gently moved to the back, so you can continue to watch the entire day over 24 or 48 hours and not miss a thing.
Mr. Matt Wackerley's in.
Morning, Matt.
And Phil Miller is in. Sounds like he's in. Sounds like he's from Australia. He said, "G'day, lads." From I can't pronounce that. Manjimup. He said, "G'day, lads."
G'day, Phil.
G'day, Phil. I'm not sure if you saw it, Dale. Jigsy's in.
Never saw Jigsy. Hi, Jigsy. How are you, young John?
Justin's in from Just Enough Shed Time. He also says g'day.
Hey, Justin.
Morning.
You have 67 people watching, young Wayne.
Thank you, everybody, for coming along. It is really appreciated. And I hope you do follow the links to catch everybody else that's on today.
Benjamin's telling us that he has a turtle poking out from his ass right now. He may need to go to the toilet.
Okay. Too much information.
And he also says, no, we don't proofread them. Oh, no, he didn't say that.
Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? Paul Hutton, the Greasby Turners in. Good morning, all.
Jigsy says he likes a shirt. Wayne, he's got a similar one himself.
Yeah. Today's event is brought to you by Jill's Pies.
I like the white one. It shows the gravy stains better.
That would have been a good addition to the shirt. Put gravy stains in the actual picture.
Benjamin says, he'd apologise, Wayne, if he didn't say the thing about the turtle.
Ben, I think you're just digging a hole now. Every time Dale reads out your comments. Dice said green one stops the mushy pea stains.
It's a good one. It's definitely a good shout, Di.
Benjamin says Kershaw Dale.
Pritchard suggests that young Ben might be touching cloth.
Phil Miller says well translated.
am I doing? 20 past.
Drilling!
Would be in the hospital or infirmary, because you would have to son behind in that catastrophe. So you better keep your horns on the
Jen's Craft and Creations is in. Hello, Jen.
Morning, Jennifer.
Back to the Woodbine Keith is in.
Good morning, Keith.
So I'm going to sand this one up to 400, seeing as how I'm going to be painting it.
Neil_N is in. Just like Jigsy said, remember the thumbs up, everybody. Obviously, if you like what Wayne does. Brushy!
Brushy! Oh, wrong way. Where am I? There I am.
I think Spenny needs a metal name plaque rather than being graffitied.
It's not actually on the lathe, it's just on the dust.
Righto.
That was cellulose sand and sealer. I do tend to use sand and sealer before I use any paint or ebonizing lacquer, because I think it acts as a bit of a primer. And I'm just going to knock that back. You will have seen when I used the Yorkshire grit on the bottom, I didn't knock back the sand and sealer because there's no need, because Yorkshire grit is an abrasive paste and that knocks it back anyway. But I'm not using Yorkshire grit on the top because I'm painting this. So the sand and sealer does need to be knocked back, and I use one of these orange Webrax pads, which has got, I think it's the equivalent to around about 1200 grit. The orange ones.
I was just about to ask that.
There you go. Right, move my tailstock back a bit.
Terry's in from TJ Turnings.
Hi,
Got
Terry.
another on, mate. We said hello to Terry earlier. So did Wayne.
Oh, did you? Did
Yeah.
you? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'll say hello to him again. I must have missed it.
No paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
Woke up from
There we
under all
go.
that dust.
I'm still half asleep. The name's Arthur. Arthur Sleep.
I'm not telling you my name.
I know. Don't tell me your name, Pike. Oh, look at the precision.
That'll do. Right,
More dung spray technique.
we're just going to, I'll stick some paints up here. I'm just going to give that a minute or two just to flash off. I might use the hot air gun on it.
Make sure you blow out all the dust first.
Done that. Thank you, Jamie.
Don't ask me how I know.
Right, when you're using the hot air gun, there's no need to get very close. Mine's got 2 settings, so I only use it on the first setting. If you get too aggressive with the hot air gun, it will bubble up the paint.
But it can look pretty cool. I've got a video on that.
It can look pretty cool if you mean to do it.
Di said half a tea cake.
And also, if you're going to fill the paint now, the center of this is going to be taken out. So whenever I doing this, if I'm touching this to see if it's dry, which it is, do it in the center. That way it doesn't matter about leaving finger marks, because you're going to be taking that piece out.
Steve Hawley and Malcolm Douglas are in.
Morning.
And you have 69 people watching, Wayne.
Excellent. How's the time doing, guys?
Oh, you're grand, so you're 25 past
Oh,
the
yeah.
hour.
Yeah, look, plenty of time, mate.
Excellent.
Excellent. Fly, my pretties.
Now, as you can see, I've got a proper method for doing this. It's all planned out beforehand.
It's really northern runes you're putting down, isn't it?
That's what it is, yeah.
You know, I mean, it's in the original runic language of the north. Where basically this says, "You're joking, man."
It's champion.
Amy says she's got a kitchen version of Drilly here at the moment. Mixie, LOL, we're baking a cake.
Amy, we need to see that with a sticker or something on it.
Yeah, we need Amy. You need a T-shirt of Mixie. She said it's a vanilla confetti sprinkle cake.
Oh, nice.
Does that mean you're going to throw it over someone that's getting married?
But you're going to cover it in little bits of paper. I'm not sure that sounds very appetizing.
Oh, I don't know. It could be rice paper.
You're just trying to dig her out of this hole that she's created for herself now. Question from young Steve Ash. What's the mix of paint percentage when paint to flow medium?
I've done this one around about 80 to 20. 80 paint, 20 flow medium.
Well, it should be very vivid.
Benjamin says, I thought you'd be making an upside down cake, Amy. But
Jamie, you've read that. Jamie, I'm sorry, you've got that wrong. It says, I thought you'd been making a cake for my turtle.
Huh? Yeah.
Right. And here comes the madness.
Dyer says, Ben, groan of the day. Thumbs up.
That joke was touching cloth. It's very high tech, this. I'm not sure I can manage.
Oh, very high tech.
I know, isn't it just?
I know somebody in IT, that's how I can do this.
Woohoo!
Don't stress yourself, Wayne, will you? It kind of looks like you're architecting a ceiling.
No, I'd be doing it the other way around, Jimmy, if it was Artex and sealing.
Artex and sealing in Australia.
Trying to get some of the paint spread out. I think I've still made this paint a little bit thick. But not to worry. Let's give that a
10:30, sir.
grand.
You
No
have
bother.
73 watching, mate. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. 75. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, people. Matt Wackley wants to know, is it level?
Oh, it's definitely level, Matt. I checked it.
You have a certificate to prove that it's level. You know how to decide if it's level or not.
Yeah, Matt sent us one the email the other day.
All right.
Benjamin says it looks like he's sealing.
Black and covered in white stuff.
Terry Hooper says, good morning, just got back from the shops. The wood
You been
dude's
buying
giving you a
anything
thumbs
nice,
up.
Terry?
Just to once again give everybody a quick running list of who's appearing on today. So right now you're watching Wayne the Woodturner. Up next is Wayne Big Feeters. Then after that we've got Clive or Sneaks Wallart, as you may know him. Then after that we've got Scott the Blue Light Turner. Then we've got Al's Hack Shack, doing Al's Hack Shack stuff. Then we've got Heidi Jacobs over at Whitehall Pottery. Then we've got James over at Morton Wake. Then we have Steve over at SK Crafts. I didn't forget you this time, Steve. And then myself at 6 o'clock. And then Rich over at 7 o'clock. And then Tim at the Urban Forge at 8 o'clock. These are all UK times, by the way. And then Nick the Flaming Turner at 9. Then we have Andy Hill from AH Bespoke at 10 p.m. Then Charlie Kachurik at Jack Bench Woodworking at 11. At midnight, we have Jake Thompson doing resin casting and resin casting accessories. And then finishing off the day at 1 a.m. will be Cole Jacobson.
Right. Some of this paint is still a bit wet. So once I turn the lid on, we might get some sort of centrifugal effect as well. Once I start turning. Let's see if that's happened.
Cool. That could be cool.
Yep, it has. So that's grand. I can live with that.
That does look really cool, actually. Scott the Blue Light Turner's back in chat again. Peter Corrigan says I'll have to go soon. Get ready for a meal with my 2 daughters and granddaughter. Oh, happy birthday, Peter, by the way. Oh, look at that, he's showing off one-handed.
Right, bear with me a minute. I just want to sharpen this.
Don't forget, everybody, if you like what Wayne does, there's a link at the top of the chat to his Buy Me a Coffee, which is actually his Buy Me a Wine, which is actually a link to help him buy tech for his workshop and help keep the channel running.
I think it's to buy Battenberg cake for Jane.
Do you know what?
Oh,
It
yes.
could be. Potentially could be. Woodworm Paul says, question, Wayne, where did you get that twirly thing for the paint, please?
The range. If you look in the kids section, in the painting part of the kids section in the range, there's a whole load of them. There you go.
Hooper,
all these types of things, all different rollers and everything, all in the kids section.
Oh, sorry, Dale's just replied. Terry Hooper, Dale's put a link in for you. If you go to virtuallycrafty.com, there'll be it'll take you to a running playlist. Kez and/or Phil is in the chat from Spirit and Bear. They've been on the Craft Festival before. They've got a great channel, so definitely go and check them out on their social medias.
Yeah, definitely go and check out what Kez did yesterday. I think it was a birthday present for Phil, and it is absolutely superb.
Yeah, fantastic work. Amy says she'll be right back.
Oh,
Benjamin says, question.
Yeah.
Wayne, was this piece inspired by the recent news in which astronomers have discovered light behind the black hole for the first time?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
I thought everybody would have known that.
You know, I read that as question. Was this inspired by the fact that the turtle has now moved and you can see light behind the black hole that are previously occupied?
Right, I'm hoping this paint's dry now because I've got to do some sanding.
Oh, that'd be a pain if it isn't.
That's dry. Right, I'm just going to put a couple of decoration marks in here. One there. One there.
It's definitely got a very similar to like a Cosmic Clouds kind of feel, but like Cosmic Clouds with a thunderstorm going, not a thunderstorm,
What's the difference?
A Cosmic Clouds with like a windstorm going across it.
Right, I think I'll just start sanding this one at 120. That's not a bad tool finish on that, so.
Tornadoes, that's the word I was looking for.
How are we doing on time?
You're looking at 39 minutes, mate. You got loads of time.
That was 240.
You probably have enough time for a finial, mate.
You should definitely put a finial on a platter. I mean, that would be really unique, right?
Oh, wouldn't it?
I know, right?
Oh, I forgot the sanding sealer. I'll just give the whole thing some sand and sealer. I'm just going to I'll probably not knock it back, but I'll just take the excess off the inside, stick some grit in there, turn the speed down.
Jen says, amazing, it would take me 39 minutes just to do the paint thing.
Turn the speed up just to finish off the Yorkshire grit. That's grand. And then finish this off with some microcrystalline wax. And I'm just going to put microcrystalline wax over all of it.
Glyn from Yorkshire gets in. He says, yoo-hoo.
Hi, Glenn. I did use Yorkshire grit on this, on the bottom, and I've used it on the bowl part of the top as well. It's actually got a bit of texture on the top of this as well. It's not perfectly flat with the way that I've done the paint effect. I've got shavings and dust all over Jill's t-shirt.
I'll be there sticking to the gravy, mate.
Right then, just pop this off the lathe. Oh, hang on. Got a bit of wax gone over there. There we are. Oh, something else on the floor. And there you go, guys.
Brilliant, mate.
Again, something a little bit different with Joe Sonia paints. I'll get this shoved up on social media later on today. So, oh my God, I must talk more and slow down.
That's all good. That's all good. Guys, people get a cup of tea in before the next wonderful maker.
Right, I will bring you guys in.
No! Don't spill
We've got a
the
beard full of shavings or a shavings full of beard, one of the two. So, that's us, that's the first one. First one done. Wayne of the Big Feet is up next, where he's going to be doing something totally different to what I've done. He's been concentrating over the past few months on doing a lot of miniature stuff. So I think that's what Wayne's going to be doing at 10 o'clock. So I'll leave you there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep on looking at everybody because there's loads of different stuff on today. I'm going to press the button. Give everybody a chance to go and grab a coffee. See if Ben can get rid of his turtle before Wayne comes up. And I will no doubt to be speaking to some of you later in the day. Somebody said there, Steve, I could always turn the table in the time I've got left. Right, guys, I'm off. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon.